Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here on the Hermitcraft Matesified server, and today's episode is the episode where we are going to be opening up yet another shop in the Brown District. We are going to be building a shop for selling all the gold that we're getting from our pigman farm. Now, that pigman farm isn't finished yet, we'll be finishing it soon. We also have the mini game in the Dangland, haven't forgotten about that either. Today we're just going to be focusing on this for the beginning of the episode, and then maybe we'll do one of those other things at the end of the episode. But this is the place where I was going to build my shop, and I got a message in the Hermitcraft chat from False saying if there's any more buildings in this Brown District, it's going to start to look real cramped, and I couldn't agree more. In fact, I have designed an entire building that was going to have a path that runs through the side here, and it was have some arches over the top. And then there would be a sandstone building on this side over here. And we're going to go onto my creative server, play.xisumavoid.com, have a look at that building. But I've got a feeling, I was looking at it and thinking, I'm not sure if this is even going to fit in with this area. And then I wanted to have a look at other places we could potentially put the build on. So let's go into game mode 3, and we're going to have a little fly around and look at the area. So over here, everything is looking really fleshed out, really good. And there aren't many spaces at all left in the entire Brown District to really build anything without sort of squeezing in next to someone else. It is all full up. Maybe there's a little bit of space right here, but again, it will start to look real cramped if we fill these things in. And I think we're at a point where we can say that the Brown District is kind of done. So I don't really want to build my build right here. And I think what we'll do is actually go have a look at it first, so it makes a little bit more sense as to why I don't want to build it here. So here's the build, very sandstony, may not be the most impressive thing you've ever seen, and I wouldn't claim that it is, but I like building with sandstone, it's cool, it's interesting, and this is basically the structure as a whole that I wanted to plop down, and I think it would stick out like a sore thumb, to be honest, and that's a shame because I really like the interiors of this building. I think this room looks really cool, but what I'm thinking is that we can actually sort of keep this look and build it underground perhaps. So just keep this in mind, what you're seeing right here, and let's hop back onto the Hermitcraft world. Okay, so sandstone really wouldn't fit into the mesa. I don't think I need to explain that too much. So here is my idea. If we zoom up like this, there is a little bit of an opportunity for some crossroads right here. As you can see, coming from that path in front of Ren's building, going over to this one, and then we've got our path from the bridge, which curves over to the side a bit. I reckon it should go straight ahead and straight through to this bit right here. And then what we can do is build some arches out of sandstone, so nothing too major, some big arches that go over the path, maybe create like a little bit of a courtyard here. And then on that we're going to have some pathways that lead underground, and we'll put our shop underground. But while we're working on that, we're going to take care of this entire area, you know. Stretch the grass out across this area, put a path in front of TFC's shop, just going to finalise things, and then our gold shop will go underground, which I think is going to work out okay. Right, so let's drop down. One time before, when I changed out of game mode 3 into game mode 0, for some reason it applied a ton of fall damage to me, and I died as soon as I hit the ground, which was ridiculous. Fortunately though, it wasn't that time, and I got a little bit of gold with me. Believe me, we've got a lot more than this to sell. Alright, looks like we got quite the mess here, right? Well, we've got some grass growing in from this side over here, so we've got a pathway to connect. And we have a pathway in front of TFC's shop right now, which looks really nice. And yeah, just adding in all of this grass around here instead of the clay really kind of makes a lot of sense for this area. We don't want to wipe out the clay everywhere though, so places like this, it'll probably stay. But now I'm looking at this and wondering how much space do we have to work with, because we have Ren's little path down to the area below, as you can see here. By the way, this looks really nice. Let's hop down there and have a look. Look at this build. Lovely use of quartz right here, going to the second floor of his glass shop. So that is potentially in the way of where we can build. And in front of it, if you notice, there is the message board, which I'm going to move inside this area and make it so that one of those corridors is for the names of all the shops and things like that. So this will go. Anyway, if we go into game mode 3 again and have a look underground to see if anything will clash in this area, you can see False has got an ice tunnel just over the back there. Ren's got his bit going on right here. And if we just come out above where that is, it's sort of on the corner of the centre of what would be the crossroads. Let's actually move back a little bit. So we're in line with that path and this one over here. And then we'll have a path going to the centre and connecting with that one. And what I think I'm going to do is have like a big courtyard going on, and probably not build any arches or anything like that. And then over on this side we'll have a staircase leading down. It will go underground into our little area, and that might be an Easter egg. Actually, I think you can see that. Yeah, you can see that from right there. There's some gold in the middle. Fantastic. And yeah, and then we could use this space here to have a sign as you come into this district sort of saying gold, and then there's the staircase leading down, and it'll all make sense. And it won't be, you know, too intrusive on this area. So Ren is here with me. He's not in the video though, no, he's just on the server and doing a fantastic job on his glass shop. There's actually a couple of sea lanterns from his area down below that are now like got this little thing over it, so they're sort of incorporated and they pass off a little bit of light. And yeah, check this out, very flat going on over here. This is our crossroads. This is where we're going to have like a little open area at the entrance, and we'll have our entrance to the gold farm down the side there. Gold shop, not farm, I said it wrong, I know, I do that a lot. And it's not terribly interesting at the moment. We need to put in something interesting in each of these. And I was going to go for like a floor pattern at first, but then I realised probably some flower arrangements would look pretty nice. So they're like flower beds or flower boxes. And as for everything else around here, this is all kind of finished as well. I might throw down a few flowers into this area, but the path is done. Grass is here. Leaf blocks have been put in place, and little bits of clay as well. I feel like if we cover up everything with grass, we kind of lose the mesa feel. So there are little bursts of clay around the place, which I think is really important. And this path over here might get a little bit more modification. As you can see, it's sort of squeezed in a little bit around here. But the next thing to do is our way down to the gold farm. Now, I've just said it again. I've said gold farm again, haven't I? I sort of pictured there being a big sign at the front here, but the thing is, we're going to have 4 letters gold, which you may think won't take up a lot of space. Each letter's 3 wide, so 1, 2, and then 3, and we've run out of space, basically. As I did that, though, what if we put them together so you alternate the material that is each letter? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then that there. It would actually be the width plus 1. That's always going to annoy me. I'm going to have to brainstorm that, but I would really like to have a sign here just saying gold that pops up. Maybe it's readable on both sides, and yeah, that would be our way of advertising that it's here. So we are off to spend some diamonds. I don't feel like going around hunting down some flowers. False has done the hard work already. Check it out, this is her flower shop, and this is the supply that she's got. So I'm going to pick up a few flowers here. And what I'm thinking is maybe we use the white tulips as a base flower, and then we sort of have some other ones mixed around with it. So like that, things are okay. I reckon that's sort of passable, but slightly uninteresting. Then we add these in, and it gets quite a lot noisier here, as you can see. Now there's a lot going on in that little area. I think what we'll probably do is just sort of leave it here and give it a bit of a trial run, because that is like a lot of stuff just to have in one little space. Actually, I don't know. Now that there's 2 of them filled up like that, I'd say that looks pretty cool. Let's go and try the orange tulips over here. And I didn't really want to have tulips and tulips together, and I also didn't really want to have the white and white ones together. So these azure, I think they are. Azure bluelet. I don't know. You're probably going to tell me that I butchered that one in the comments. And yeah, I didn't really want to have white and white together either. So those 3 look fantastic. This one, not so much. I reckon putting the tulips together is probably going to be fine. Oh yes, I do like that actually. That is pretty cool. I think though it just needs a couple more things, and the place to put it is over on that side. I reckon some benches just facing in towards the flower beds will just make it feel a little bit more homey. So we'll throw down a few of those, and then we can work on the underground bit, which is going to be the gold shop. So here's your benches. They really do feel like a finishing touch here, and I sort of realised probably all of this is going to get spoiled as it's right in the middle of the busiest part of the server. So if you've seen it in someone else's video, don't even worry about it. You know, I'm not fussed by that stuff. It's going to happen. And something else I've done, by the way, is move our message board in here. So we now have like Cubs craniums, and I've chosen the coal block because that's what the building is built out of, just over there. We've got my purple shop, and all the other shops basically have a gold sorry, a gold block. That's what this one is. A block to represent what they are. And I've still got more of these to do as well, but I think this is a nice repurposing of this area here. So whenever you walk through, you know, you've got a little bit of an advertisement for all the different shops. So there we have it, a sign for this area. It says gold. Yes, we can read that. And the L is slightly shorter. All these are 3 wide, that one's 2 wide, which means the middle is here, and it can line up with our path on the other side. So it goes very close to Iscal's build. I feel kind of unfortunate about that, but I don't feel like it's too intrusive, and I reckon what we need right now is to raise all of this up by 1 block just here as it goes around the side of the sign. So we're going to sort that part of the path out, and then from the other side, this is what it looks like. There's even less gold on this side that you can actually see, and we also don't have lighting underneath it, but I still think it looks pretty good. And yeah, I guess that's all there is to say about it. Maybe we'll tidy this up with some more andesite around the front, I'm not sure, but you know, it tells you that gold is for sale. It doesn't necessarily say that you've got to go down below, right? But if you came over here and looked at it, you'd probably go, ah, down here is where we go. And I think we can make that more visible, perhaps by putting some gold blocks in the wall, like that. Yeah, that's probably going to help you. So I've been out resource gathering, getting all the things that I need to do this build. And now it's just mining the sandstone that's left. This is always a pleasure in the game to instant mine blocks, and you don't even need a beacon to do sandstone, which is great. But check out the progress here in the desert. Let's actually pillar up to have a look. I think people have been pillaring up to then fly away back to the portal. So the portal is over on that side. This is me going around the edges, getting every little bit of sand. And then tons of sandstone has been removed, and off into the distance more sand. You know, over time this thing is going to get completely decimated. Someone has even mined it down to the stone and the dirt over here. But anyway, it won't take me too long now, and we'll have all the sandstone that we need. So I was about to show you the floor pattern for this place, but then I realised, wait a minute, I've already shown you the interiors of this build early on. Because what we're doing is just replicating that room from the main build itself down here, which will, you know, fit into this space, I hope. It looks like the ceiling might come a little close to the surface above, but we can always adjust it because it's already very high. I don't think we need to worry about that too much. So the pattern in this room is a checkered one, and what we do is we put a carpet on top of the glowstone, and then that way we sort of hide one of the light sources a little bit. And the other thing with this room is that we also had little mini entrances on the side. The idea originally was to have a path going through the middle, and you could sort of turn off going down into here, and then there'd be a couple of small entrances on either side as well. And now they are not going to be possible, but what I was thinking is we'd leave in the stairs as a little bit of a hangover from that design, and then we'd just block it off behind it. And it might end up looking a little bit unusual, but I really do just want to stick to what we had before. So, all of that is looking good. Let's dig straight up here. I think we need to go a couple of blocks higher than that. And it's kind of hard to, like, measure this, but I believe that is floor level right there. So, 2 blocks higher than what we're digging at right now. Yeah, hopefully it's going to be enough. Anyway, let's get all of this space right here dug out. So I do believe this has all been correctly dug out so we can fit all of the blocks in, and it would look like we have enough space up top, which is fantastic. And I was just thinking, you know what, this room is actually kind of small, and originally we had some small constraints to work with in terms of our plot size, and I could have made this room a lot bigger if I'd have known we were digging underground, but that's just sometimes how it goes. And the thing is, we don't really need a big room either. We're just going to have some chests over on this side and some instructions, and it'll all be pretty easy to use. Okay, the last step is upon us. All we need is some glass panes here. And man, my voice feels so different all of a sudden as I talk. Yeah, I don't know if that sounds different in the video. We had to go 1 block higher than I thought up here, which is fine. And I want to see how this looks in 1.10, although it's a 1.9 change. Yeah, that used to be like a little cross section like the block above, and now that doesn't look nearly as dramatic, does it? This might be have to be one of those ones that we come back to, because that is just looking a little bit odd. What if we attach that there, this there, and make it a little bit wider on the one side? Looks like we're going to need another block below us, and then have the other bit hanging off at the bottom like that, which is still, yeah, still sort of looking really odd, plus it connected on either side. I might abandon that. I really want to put something up there, and I'm thinking end rods, because they've got the particle effects, will look really cool, and that looks really naff, to be quite honest, so we're not going to do that. So here's where we get to have the real fun, filling up these chests with gold. And I would say the room is done now. The end rods don't really bring your attention up there. But I have forgotten to put in some birch fences. So we'll do that in a second. It says, welcome to Asuma's Gold Shop. Gold costs 1 diamond per stack of 64 ingots. Need a restock? Or want a bulk buy discount, drop me a PM. So if anyone wants to buy in bulk, there's that option. And what we're going to do is place our chests just like this. And I now know exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking, X, you're silly, you can't open the chests at the top. Do you know what? I just want to fill up the wall. The ones at the top you can't open. They've got nothing in them. The ones down here are the ones that we're going to use. So the deal is, you know, take a stack, leave a diamond, just like all the other shops work. And let's take out all of our gold. Let's get rid of all of these things right here because we're going to need loads of space in our inventory to fill it up with gold, and that always looks very satisfying in my opinion. So let's start with the middle one. I don't know how much of this we're actually going to be able to fill up with gold, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to fill it all up, but I also just want to walk outside here and show you that I brought a lot of end rods with me, and I decided to put the other ones down here, and I really like how that looks, and I'm wondering if these redstone lamps are even necessary anymore. We could of course take them out, maybe put something different in the corners, or just have some more grass and flowers. But that really does look very nice. So we can make 89 diamonds in total from all of this. I mean, I had stacks of these gold blocks, and it doesn't actually add up to too much unless you consider 89 a lot of diamonds. So all of them have basically a row like that, and the one in the middle has the extra stuff right there. And believe it or not, that is the gold shop done. As I say, I've completely forgotten again. Let's put those fence posts in. And if you like it or not, I think that makes a world of difference, and that is the finishing touch for this room. And there you go. Right, now we can actually say that the gold shop is done. What I'm going to do right now, though, is actually close it off just for a couple of days, because I don't really want to have lots of spoilers over here. So in a couple of days on the server, probably when you're watching this video, the shop's going to be open. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here, Mr. Python GB.
Hey, how you doing?
My fellow log fella.
Hey.
We were just discussing secret projects, area reserved for the log fellas. All of this right here.
Yeah.
Can't say anything about it though, my man. So you've been busy, you've been away, right?
I have indeed been away. I feel like I've fallen out of the loop, as it were. I may need filling in.
Okay, you're well and truly out of the loop. Follow me though, follow me. We've got to go on a walk, and lots of stuff's been happening while you've been away. Including, I've been working on a mini game, which that video hasn't even gone out yet, so you can't know about that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get you.
And the place we want to go to is up here. Yeah, we've got to use... Oh, you got any ender pearls? Wait.
I do have ender pearls, yeah.
Good for you. There are chests all over the place of ender pearls in here, specifically for people like me that forget.
Yeah, this place is
Ow.
amazing.
It is, and to think, like, it's not even finished yet. Ow.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's just incredible.
Oh, endermite. Get out of it. Third time lucky.
Where are you at?
I'm
Oh,
down
there.
below. I'm struggling to get up there.
Hey.
There we go. There we go. What did I say? Yeah, so I've been working on a mini game, and it requires eggs. It requires lots and lots of eggs, and I would like for us to test the mini game today.
Okay.
But we've got to get those eggs.
Go
So
on, get the eggs. Okay, nice one.
I've been thinking about where they are. Do you know why we're heading this way?
I can't say I do, no. This is the villager area, isn't it?
Oh
Not
no,
forest.
Tango's moved the portal. Oh, eggs! Eggs. This is what I came here for. Don't need the poppies, but the eggs will do. So, if he's moved the portal, I'm assuming it's going to be downwards somewhere. Okay, yeah, here it is, right. Potential
Oh, nice
spoilers. Oh, more eggs! Oh, amazing!
Oh my lord, they're just spewing out!
Yes. Grab some of those eggs, Python. There might actually be enough for us here. Is your inventory
my
full?
lord. No, it is.
Okay, plop down that ender chest you got. We don't even need to visit the
my
Titan.
lord.
There we go. Dump all of those in there.
That is crazy.
Yeah, we're going to need to go through if we want to get like lots and lots of eggs. Okay, so all of these chickens.
Oh my
Look
lord.
at the chickens. They're lined up
That's
like an
a
army.
hellload of them. Look at that.
They're all called Tango's chicks or something like that, or iron. Oh no! There's no eggs here.
But then again, oh, the shadows. I was just going to say the shadows.
Yeah, I thought the eggs were going to back up. So there's probably eggs coming through like every so often.
Is there not a chest somewhere with them on, or is it just automatically spewing them through the portal?
Well, this is what I was assuming would be the chest, the hoppers,
Ah,
right?
right. Yeah.
But the deal is they're coming through so fast, this is just getting rid of them constantly. So everything that we picked up in the nether is probably all we're going to get.
Wow.
Which is a little unfortunate, really, but it's probably enough to do a test. I was expecting this to all be backed up, you see.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Hi.
Hi.
That's it. Come over to the back of Scar's tree.
Okie dokie.
I should see you somewhere. There you are. Excellent. That's the one thing I really love about this is like when you're flying and you can see someone else flying as well. But it can be a little bit tricky to sort of stay together. So, down here is the game. Can you see the giant chicken?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that guy might have some eggs in. I'm not going to check that right now, but what I am going to do... Can I pick up that block? Oh, there's more glass there. Okay. What I'm going to do is just drop off a few more eggs, because I definitely need to keep some to one side.
Alright.
Okay. So, yeah. Right, if you put your
down.
ender chest down here, what we've got to do is divide all of the eggs onto these two different dispensers.
Alright, here you go.
Alright, so are you ready?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, I've activated the timer, and let's do this, Python. Let's go. Good luck.
The time is now. Good luck.
Right, the
Here
boat.
we go.
Oh my god, I'm in the wall. Worst start ever.
Oh my lord. Okay.
Wait, I can't get in my own boat now. Oh, wow.
I think my boat's glitched out. Oh no, I'm inside the glass now.
Same. We both... Same here, man. That is the worst start. Oh my god. Right, ender pearl out of there. Eat some food. Try and break the boat. Okay, I'm just going to place the boat on the water. Have you done the same?
Yep, I'm about to.
So the idea that that thing... Oh my god, that thing, like,
Got it.
facing it into the wall was supposed to be, like a little bit of a slow you down or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is dispensing them way too fast. There are so many chickens. I'm going to save the eggs. Chicken, get in the boat.
Chicken.
Chicken won't get in the boat with
Push
me.
him. Yes.
Why is he not getting in the boat?
I had to get out of my boat and then push it into him. I don't know if that's actually like
That's
a
not how it's supposed to work. Oh no! Alright, I got a chicken in. I'll tell you what, before I go too far with that, I definitely need to stop this thing though. That is so many chickens. So that needs to run a lot slower.
That's a lot of chickens.
Oh, there's a chicken over here. Hello. He swum round to my side.
Oh, that's amazing. Alright, here we go. Oh.
I'm also thinking, I reckon you need to control like obstacles for the other player's side.
Yeah.
If you look in the water, you may notice there's some lapis blocks on the bottom here and there.
Lapis block. Oh, yeah.
Right. Oh, hello.
Hey there.
I see you. Trying to steal my chicken. Hey, this guy's coming in my area. Excellent. So that's really annoying that you got to hop out. That's not how it works in a test world. Oh, I see. So you see the little peephole you have in the area they drop down?
Yeah.
The chickens go through that, so I'm probably going to have to turn those into... I'm glitching all over the place. Turn those into, like, glass panes so they can't go through.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I put the clock on that fast. I really didn't expect to, like, have that many, but now it's just so obvious that that's the only thing that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So how many are you up to at the moment?
I've got 3 at the moment.
Okay, I really feel like the obstacles are going to be a big deal in this game, because at the moment it's sort of just, like, you're just doing the motions, you know, getting a boat.
Yeah.
Like, there's no... Oh, maybe there should be, like, a reason to go to the other player's side. I like your idea of breaking the boat, by the way. You could use that as a sort of score detection or something.
Yeah.
Now we've got loads of little baby chicks everywhere. Oh, they're adorable. It's an adorable game, to say the least. So yeah, how would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? Be completely honest.
As a concept, I'd honestly give it like an 8 out of 10.
Oh wow!
I think the collection system would bump it up to a 9, and I think some sort of PvP aspect, so you can like interrupt the other person's flow.
Yes.
I think that would bump up to a 10.
A 10, a potential 10. That is so generous. Thank you, my friend. You're absolutely. I agree with you on every point there. It just needs little ideas here and there tweaked.
Yeah.
And,
definitely.
and definitely got to slow down the rate at which chickens get dispensed here. I think it'd be good if you're like in this area and we're both like trying to get a chicken like this, like right now. I'm like, wait, you've already got one. Oh, yeah, because you want to come to this middle area and like.
Crashed into you there.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you want to find that there's no chickens and you're like waiting against the other player, who's gonna get it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, man, I've got 5 over on this side. How many have you got over there?
I do believe I've got 6.
Well, I think that would make you the winner then, I believe, for this first test round.
Hey.
We didn't really like set a time. I think we played it enough to
Nah.
figure out what exactly is going on here.
I like it though. It's really good.
It's got potential, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
I think it might have needed a bigger arena, but here's the thing: I designed all of this without actually playing it. Like, I understood we're going to be swimming around, but I didn't like really play test it, you know.
Yeah.
And you learn so much by doing that. So if I'd have done that beforehand, this may have been built a fair bit different. But yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. I reckon maybe if you have buttons in this back area, you can like push up blocks on the other side and block their pathways for a moment. Things like that, I reckon, would be pretty fun.
That'd be brilliant.
Yeah, so thanks for testing the game with me. Do appreciate it.
No worries at all, good man.
So our XP levels keep rising. We have now reached 601. I've had some time to AFK here. And now I just want to wrap up the episode by saying that was a lot of fun playing with Python. Looks like we've got a lot of work to do on our game to make it truly good. So we've got a lot of work ahead of ourselves. And in the next episode, we are most likely going to be working on this farm and finishing it up finally. Because our little system down there with the pistons is doing a good job. There are still the occasional pigmen, but there's not too much we can do about that, I guess. There's probably other ways that they're able to spawn down there. And I just realised I got my sound off because I've been AFK. Anyway, that is it from me, this episode of Hermitcraft. I do hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.